Dave. This is the Cyderbaby show at Stonedead, and I'm with the best band of the bill, Therapy.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. I say that to all the boys.
Very kind introduction, love.
No. What brings you to these parts then?
Well, we got off. It's the first time they've ever been asked to play Stonedead, and we were well aware of the festival. And we were saying, well, who's on the bill? We all used to call it big fans.
Yeah.
Fans are friends of ours. Ricky Work and Black Star Riders, friends of ours. It would be churlish not to. So,
A bit like the Irish invasion today, really, isn't it?
yeah, you should see the backstage already.
I can imagine. Well done on your recent new album.
Thank you very much.
I'm loving every second of it. So I wouldn't say you're back on form because you never lost form, but you seem to be recording more regularly now. So it's...
Yeah, I think that people are kind of, it's that thing where because we've always had ever since Trouble Gun and Infernal Love, we've always had a cult following across the world. And with that sustained us as a band. But I think recently we've actually seen more people come to the shows, the records have got back in the charts, and what's good for us is it's happened organically.
Yeah.
We haven't gone out of a way to try and make this happen. Each record, well, Neil joined in 2003, so 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's when we noticed people are starting to come back to therapy shows in bigger numbers.
Yeah.
The records are beginning to sell again, and it's just been a very, very gentle upward curve since then, which has kind of suited our way of working.
Yeah.
Because we haven't, everything happened so quick for therapy from 1989 to Trouble Gun. It was way too quick for everyone involved, and this time now it's like a rebuild. It's happened organically. It's been really, really beneficial to everyone involved.
Yeah.
Fans included.
I've been to a few shows. You play Exeter and South West quite often, so it's nice to come see a decent band in the area, but other than the same old guys. So, are you touring again now fairly soon as well?
Yes, we go. We start. We do the last fest. We do this festival. We do a festival in Belgium in September, and then from October right through to the very end of December, we're on tour around in Europe. December last 3 weeks are in the UK, but until that it's like Austria, Germany, Belgium, Holland, places like that.
Do you get tired of doing it?
Not at all. No, I couldn't do it. It's not. If you don't want to tour live, unless you sell millions and millions and millions and millions of records, and you can get away with touring once every 5 years, which I would hate. It's not for you. If you're a hard-working band that tours all the time, you've got to love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen previous band members that we had hate touring to the point of they would get themselves really ill if they needed to go on tour. I personally know people in bands that have released as many records as we have that to this day still hate touring, and there's people fall into those camps, don't they, as musicians? It's like there are loads of people I know that would spend all year in the studio trying to get them on stage to play a gig. They don't want to do it.
Yeah, almost reclusive.
Yeah, almost reclusive. And I suppose it is, for some people, it's a big thing to get up in front of other people and play your music. And maybe the nerves or the consequences of what happens goes wrong outweighs the joy you'll get out of actually being a working musician. With us, we're lucky that we've got this chemistry that we all love doing it.
I think the thing is as well, it isn't for everybody. I mean, it's like obviously you've got that hour, 2 hours on stage, but then the rest of the day and the travelling and the hanging around and just what comes with touring. For some people, it just doesn't agree with them at all.
It's probably a terrible press up.
Yeah, it is that. It is the press. Yeah, but it's normal for us three. We kind of just go with the flow, and we're all pretty easy going. So we kind of.
I think we're kind of. We really love what we do. As cheesy as that sounds, and that's kind of the bottom line. And no one needs to hear about I had to get up at 5 a.m. and go there and I had no sleep. It's like, who cares? Just play the show. Do you know what I mean? Happy people in the audience, happy people on stage. That's kind of the bottom line. And obviously, you need to look after your physical and mental health while you're doing that. And I think we've got a really good balance with that as well. We're very conscious of burnout and stuff like that, and just doing it right and looking after each other, and also putting on a really, really good show.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed every show I've been to, and especially Bloodstock a few years ago as well. That was a really, really good show. It was middle of the day.
Yeah.
Not middle of the day. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, that's good.
It just hit the spot for me.
No, good. Great.
So, I mean, the music industry, you've seen it change over the decades. I mean, It must be tough for you guys as well, still. There.
Yeah, there's so much you can do. I mean, to be honest, it's like we know that the goalposts have changed regards to streaming. But what we do now is we do a lot of, we put everything into live shows, and a record label, Marshall, we're with, are great at promoting the recent records. But at the same time, it would also be daft if I started making TikTok videos to a 57-year-old man. So I kind of know what lines not to cross. Some people don't know not to cross that line, and that's when it all falls
I'm saying
flat.
that's a guy who's just signed up for TikTok.
Hi guys!
No, I just you've got to sell your wares sometimes, but you're right. There are certain borders that you can't cross because it just becomes ridiculous.
Well, my son, he's 23, and I remember he was always into kind of alternative rap, and he said to me, "What's Blink-182?" And one of the rappers he liked was a big fan of Blink-182, and I said they're kind of an emo punk band playing. So, that's really good. And then he came in one day when he was young, and he said, "I've gone right off." And he says, "Well, they made a video, and I quite liked them because this rapper I liked them, but they're trying to do some. There's a game called Fortnite, and what the lead singer, who was like 50 or something, was doing this dance off a game called Fortnite. And he said, among young people, I just went, oh my god, cringe." And all of a sudden, it was like, man, what are you doing?
Okay. So.
Doing Fortnite emotes in your new video. No good look. Not good look.
Outside of the band, then you just chilling, relaxing. Have you got other interests?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I like football. I like going to the cinema, and as a working musician, it kind of doesn't really stop. Whenever all of us, whenever we come off tour, we've all got setups where we have to write songs, we have to rehearse to keep the chops up, and we have to constantly be stimulated. It's not like we go back off a tour and then go for country walks and walk the dog all the time, but it helps to have structure. So like I've got a really strict structure whenever I'm at home, not on tour, like from Monday to Friday of what I need to do with the band. But I get my big thing's football and kind of cinema. That's my two things outside of music.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, similar. Just into music, go to the cinema, hang out with the family. Quite normal. Keep it very, just low key and normal because touring is kind of
destroying
crazy.
the image of rock and roll.
I don't golf. I'm not into deep sea dive. I've no ambitions to race sports cars. I just love music. You know what I mean? And I think I'm really lucky to be able to do what I do. And when I go home, I'm just kind of always, listen to music, hear new bands. Everyone shares great discoveries all the time. So it's quite a creative kind of time at home as well. And you need that. I think you do need that because you can't. We've all seen them. People who come off tour and kind of live a rock star life. Yeah. And it becomes a bit empty. Yeah. I think you need normal life experiences to stimulate that creativity.
That grounding.
Yeah, not grounding as cheesy as it might sound. It's good and you need that, otherwise you're just singing about hotel rooms and broken dreams.
I don't really ask that.
I think your paths to sort of like catching up in your ear.
I don't want to be an ass to pay for my groups. It's going, can I get a nice piece of sauce? Let me hear it.
How about you? You the normal guy?
I'm normal as well, yeah. Family, kids, don't get much time to really do anything else. But just normal. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, one final question before we have to go. Who's the biggest diva of the band?
Diva.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm off it.
Let's just leave it there.
There's not really any divas. Actually, most of the divas that we have over the years have never really been in the band or crew.
Right.
We're not that kind of. I think we did enough because we initially started in Northern Ireland and the East Midlands. We toured with enough bands. We saw enough way people have treated other people. Think that is really unpleasant. The way some people speak to other people. And we witnessed that. I won't name names, but we witnessed it on support bills and stuff like that. Do people actually speak to people like that? This water's not cold. That's kind of nonsense. And, I've seen in the music business over the years. I've seen people speak to other people that if it was in any other business, they would either be fired or they would be taken to court. But because it's an artistic business, they can get away with murder. So I think we've all seen that. We're all working class as well, so it gives a bit of a grounded perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to let you go and prepare for your show. I'm hoping for a good one. Obviously.
Thank you.
I'm sure I won't be disappointed. Thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.